Let me start, sir, by saying that what's your view of the challenges that we're going through right now? I mean, everybody is very worried at what the future holds and what we should be doing or what we should not do at a time like this.
I want to thank Dr. Sheye Kehinde for having me on City People platform today. You have always been there for us in this nation. I want to appreciate you, I want to salute you, I want to celebrate you and celebrate what you stand for. May the Lord bless you, your family, and City People family worldwide.
Amen, sir.
Thank you again for having me.
You
want me to talk about what is happening all over Nigeria? Well, I want to say that God himself will help us out in Nigeria.
Amen, sir.
As a priest and as a stakeholder in Nigeria, someone who loves Nigeria passionately, I want also to look at the issue of Nigeria holistically. What is happening in this nation is not normal. If I want to talk about Nigeria, I must profile some things. Number one, Nigeria is a nation blessed of God and endowed with much abundance. We must take note of that.
Okay, sir.
We are a nation with diverse resources that are inexhaustible. There is no place, there is no area you turn to in Nigeria that you won't find minerals, you won't find good things. Nigeria is a nation with world-class technocrats and people who are very cerebral. All over the world, Nigerians are making waves. All over the nations of the world. The best black heart surgeon in the whole of America. He's in New York City. Professor Kunle Akinboboye. We were classmates when we. There is no one who can practice heart surgery in the whole of 50 states of America in his signature. All over. We're talking of Olutoye, Oleye, the Emegwale, the man who devised the fastest computer in the whole world. So we are scattered all over the nations of the world. So Nigeria is blessed with great people. Nigeria is blessed with humus soil and evergreen vegetation and valuable landscape. We are richly natured, waterways, creeks, all over. God has blessed us. Please, I need to really lay a foundation so that when I'm talking, you will understand from which depth. It's a nation with immense talents and human resources beyond measures. A nation that refuses to break in the face of strange happenings over the years, meaning that God loves Nigeria. Nigeria is a nation where there is extreme wealth for a very few people and extreme poverty for some countless masses. You can begin to see some strange things about Nigeria. It's a nation where the so-called godfathers are playing games with the destinies of the masses. Where the politicians are playing games with the destinies of the masses. It's a nation where the looters and thieves are being celebrated and hailed. Nigeria is a nation that the leaders only react when things have gone bad without solutions. It's a nation with waters, but the people are thirsty. A nation where money politics is the order of the day. A nation rich, but yet poor. A nation without electricity. I'm trying to lay a foundation.
Okay, sir.
That we are a nation rich but yet poor. A nation without electricity. As we are talking now, we are dependent on generators. If we are intentional, we will have electricity in Nigeria. It shouldn't be a problem. Very many people, many leaders, many heads of state, they have siphoned money for energy. And without power, Nigeria will not be industrialized. If we are a nation without functional refineries, we don't respect the rules of law. You know, we don't, it's a nation, I would say Nigeria is a nation that does not respect the youths. We are not harvesting the talents of the youths. A nation where people above 70 will want to be there. They served during the time of Obasanjo, they served during the time of Buhari the first time, they served during the time of Sadao Sokoto, and they are still there. When will the youth have their place? It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Everyone who is above 70 to 75 should be in advisory position. They should go home and let the young people from 25 years, 35 years, 40 years, 50, at most 60 to 70 rule. So we know all these things. A nation where good people are not allowed to rule. We have good people, good natured people who can rule this country, but they will disallow them. So we have vagabonds squandering our resources. We're a nation where leaders pride themselves in occultism, sexual vices, extravagant lifestyle. Now, people who went into politics, they didn't have the means to buy aeroplanes. Now they went into politics, they bought aeroplanes, and they came out of politics, retire as senators, and they make that Senate their political burial ground. People who should be tried, who should be sentenced to jails, who should be sentenced to prisons, they are there, and we are hailing them. What a nation! A nation being used as a dumping ground for used items, where corruption is walking on four legs everywhere. A nation without a single national airline is a pity. We've been asking questions without answers in Nigeria. It's very painful. Why did Nigeria Airways die? Who were the people who killed Nigeria Airways? Kenya thrives on aviation income. Why not Nigeria? So many strange things are happening in Nigeria. We can't go on like this. God must intervene. So, having painted that scenario, because of my background in engineering, there are fundamental things we must do in Nigeria. Going for an election in 2023 is a ruse. I don't believe in it. I will never talk about it on my altar. Because in engineering, I'm into building civil engineering. If the foundation is not well laid, the superstructure cannot stand. There is nothing we can build on the foundation of Nigeria that can stand. People now are hustling about looking for money for 2023. Is the foundation of Nigeria must be overhauled, because the present system does not portray true federalism. So what we need to do in Nigeria is to now look at our constitution and do away with the present constitution. The constitution does not favor us uniformly. We don't want this constitution again. The constitution of Nigeria as at now is a big fraud. That's number one. We need to have a new constitution. The cost of governance in Nigeria is humongous. Too many parastatals. Minister of Health. Then you have Minister of State for Health, in order to please some people because of federal character. Number one, federal character should be no. We must do away with it. I have said it severally. For crying out loud, if we have a national team with 11 players, and the 11 players, they are from Nasarawa, let them represent Nigeria and bring the honor to Nigeria. Don't say because of federal character, someone who is not qualified in Rivers State, someone who is not qualified in Ondo State should be there. Whether the person is a dollar, it should be there. The federal character is killing us in Nigeria. So number one, we need to have a new constitution. I'm not talking of reviewing it. We should do away with the former one and now have a new constitution. The national conference meeting during the time of Jonathan, we need to look at the grievances of all the ethnic groups and then look into them and do some analysis. For me as a person, for Christ's sake, I'm 61 years old. So I can speak as an elder in this country, as a pastor, as a stakeholder, because I love Nigeria. I don't love any other country other than Nigeria. And I want peace in Nigeria. We have 6 geopolitical zones. 6 geopolitical zones for crying out loud. I am saying that the present system of government, we should do away with it and then have a zero-party system. What do I mean? If we want to contest, let people come out. Let them present their manifestos. Now we will select them and elect them based on their executive intelligence and pedigree. We have many of us in Nigeria that will contribute to Nigeria without taking anything from the system. There are many things I can profile for Nigeria in engineering. I have done a lot of data that can move Nigeria forward. I don't need one dime from anybody. But you see, we have several people like that, but they won't allow them get there. We should have zero-party system. Come out, make your manifestos. We will vote for you on your pedigree and your executive intelligence. Then the youths are rotting away. We should get them involved in politics. As a matter of fact, we should introduce quality governance into our curriculum from nursery 1. Let people in nursery school begin to let them know about governance. We should have a school of governance and teach people about knowledge, about governance literacy. There is this governance literacy knowledge gap. If that knowledge gap is not fixed, then we will have people talking anyhow and speaking political jargon to assuage people. Then when they leave that place, nothing works. Now, where I'm going is this. We should have a system of government whereby we'll have one president. I repeat, one president, then 6 vice presidents from 6 geopolitical zones. So from each geopolitical zone, now there will be a representative. Then instead of all the 36 states, some of them are moribund, picking money from the center. We will now practice regional government where people from my state, those states, from my area, will develop the bitumen, we develop the minerals, people with things will develop it, lead will develop it, and then we will contribute a percentage to the center, then a percentage to the state. That is how it should be. We should contribute to the center instead of taking from the center. Thank God the oil now is showing everybody pepper. So that this act of 36 governance at the end of the month going to Abuja to take money is a fraud. Is a big fraud. It shouldn't be so. People are going into government with the intention to steal, not to better the loss of the people. It's not good. Everything we have, we are going to leave them on this earth. We are going to leave them on this earth. So when we do that, the 6 vice presidents will adequately monitor what is happening in the geopolitical zones. And I tell you, Nigeria will be a better place. Each geopolitical sector will develop energy and everything. We have too many things. Look at Ondo State, for example. Ondo State Ogun axis. We naturally we have the deep sea there that can take big vessels. They should be developed. We have wind around the Wole to give us no light. Too many things all over Nigeria. So we must be intentional, and then we must make our judiciary system to work. If our judiciary system is not being interfered with, most of these ex-governors and politicians must have been tried in the law court, and then when they found them culpable, they must give them the adequate and commensurate sentences. Some of them should be rotting in Kirikiri, but they're still walking about. They believe they can settle with money. This is not the Nigeria we want. This is not the Nigeria we want. Then there is something that is cogent. Dr. Shayekende, let me tell you.
Yes, sir.
The local government reform is important. I'm hammering on it. Now, the COVID-19 has exposed the government of Nigeria that in the health sector, we have not done well. Education, we have not done well. We have 774 local governments in Nigeria. I am advocating 774, Operation 774 reform. How? Now, in the 774 local government areas, let us have the same world-class hospital, 774 world-class hospitals with everything. So that if you go to your village and you fall down and blood rushes into your brain, they don't need to fly you to London. They don't need to fly you to South Africa. They don't need to bring you to Lagos. They will take you to that same hospital in your local government and fix everything. The same pattern in 774 local government. If we have had that, now the death rate will be very low. But see what is happening now. So if we have that, then that is in the health sector. Then too, now we should now revive our education. The curriculum we are using is moribund. The Mary's lesson curriculum is not working. We need hands-on tertiary institutions. We need hands-on secondary schools. We need hands-on primary schools in all the 774 local government. Now, let me tell you something. My son is studying civil engineering in England. In the very first year, he did 4 courses that are relevant: physics, mathematics, coding, interactive learning. Second semester, 4 courses: physics, mathematics, coding. Now, the counterpart in Nigeria is doing 14 courses in first semester, 14 courses in second semester. It's an aberration. They ask somebody studies civil engineering, you are teaching the person about how to draw grasshopper. What does it mean grasshopper for crying out loud? This curriculum or curricula we have been using since the day of Mongo Park, we should do away with them. Terrible things. We need hands-on. They train people in technical universities all over the world to come out and be productive. We should do away with this syllabus. What we are learning, they learned them last during the time of Mary's lesson. Enough is enough. When you are putting people in charge of education, put someone who is versatile, who has an update. Don't go and put a medical doctor to be the minister of education. These abnormal things happening in Nigeria for crying out loud. So in that local government, the health system, if it's okay, in terms of education, okay, then we should set up cottage industries. Then we should make all the roads okay, the rail lines okay, so that people in the rural areas can bring their things out. It's easy to govern this country. It's not rocket science, honestly. And so if we can do this, then we allow the youths to have a sense of belonging. Let them know they belong to a country that values them. The youths are crying. The destinies of the youths are crying. So let's make this place a home for the youths. The parastatals we have, there are too many in Nigeria. The salaries of the senators are abnormal. quote me. This whether the lower house, upper house, their salaries are abnormal. It is an anathema. It's unacceptable. Use the money to go and develop our local government. So, if we can be honest to go to the foundation of Nigeria, things will fall in line. In the area of economy, there is something called purchasing power parity. In the stronger your currency. But we are a nation depending on importation. It is no. When India was down many years ago, what did they do? The president enacted a law that every household must have a cottage industry at the back of the house. They started fabricating things. Then they developed an IT school. No, once they see a child from the nursery primary school doing well in mathematics, they will separate those children. They will now send them to the IT school. Now, India, as I'm talking to you today, exports brains, IT brains to America, to all the nations of the world. They have come up now. They sent their children to go and learn medicine in America, in the Caribbean. Now they have developed a medical tourism. So what are we doing? Which one are we doing? We import everything, toothpick, we import. We gave Singapore palm kernels from 94 many years ago. Now we are can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you? Can I go on? Can I go on? Now, let's start from the foundation. I have explained how the Indians developed themselves. They banned the importations. They decided to be wearing that cloth they are wearing, saying that let Indians go naked. No cloth must come to this nation. They are not importing anything. And if you violate it, they sentence you and they kill people. Until we have capital punishment in this country, nothing will change. Nothing will change. Let us ban importation of generators. Let us all be in darkness for 1 month, 2 months, that we will have energy in this country. All these companies bringing generators, let us banish them. Then if you import generator, then let that be a capital punishment. That's when Nigeria can change you. We speak grammar too much.